We had been working for quite a few weeks on the case of Ms. Shewaye to bring her to Malta. There were other opportunities to try to bring her here which had fallen through. Insertat, we managed to put her on the flight that we were on. So we didn't go down for her. This delegation had been planned, but we managed to put the two together and we brought her back.
How was she throughout the trip?
She's a very reserved and very quiet person. She's been through quite a lot of trauma, as one can imagine. I'm sure that one can understand. She also doesn't speak English at all. She speaks Arabic. So she's very quiet on the trip, but she was very gracious, very grateful to what we are doing to her. For her, I mean, she was very emotional about leaving Libya because it's a chapter in her life that is closing, and I'm sure she never heard of Malta in the past, but she is very grateful to the fact that she's going to be given an opportunity to start a new life, to be given the medical treatment she deserves, plastic surgery, probably even some psychological assistance for the trauma that she's been through. She will be provided whatever is deemed that she requires.
The plans, sir?
Your country was to assist her. There was another country.
I wouldn't like to mention countries, but there were some countries who were interested, and Malta was in from the very beginning because there were some Maltese doctors with Medilink who were in contact with her from the very beginning. But also apart from that, wherever she was going to go, she was always going to come to Malta first as the first stop. So Malta was always in, and she had accepted from the beginning to be here also, as did her doctors. But there were some other countries eventually, for no particular reason, but they saw that we were quite organized, very willing on her case. We were very in daily contact with the people who were caring for her. As I said, we had Medilink who were dealing with her case from the very beginning, where we had a Maltese person on the ground there, in fact, who happened to be in the same place where she was, and so took care of the case. So it just became a natural choice, really.
Are there plans for asylum?
That is completely her. We cannot apply for asylum for her. That is for every person to take as a personal choice. If once she has, we have been in contact with the assistance of the American Embassy in Malta, with the Ethiopian Embassy in Cairo that has issued a new passport for her. There's an arrangement for her passport to be given to our embassy in Cairo and sent to us by diplomatic bag. This will be given to her. She is completely free to make the choices that she wishes, and we are here to assist her and to provide her all the support along the way for any of her choices.
Her new life in Malta couldn't be further from the horrific torture she endured in Gaddafi's Libya. Enjoying a stroll on a mild winter's day, Shewaye Molla is trying to put her terrible past behind her. She's out of hospital and recovering fast. As an outpatient, she needs to visit her doctor almost every day. It's here in the Mater Dei hospital that she has her dressings changed. Nurses also trim back her hair to stop the follicles getting infected. This delicate procedure might look grim, but Shewaye doesn't find it painful.
With the help of the Maltese government, Shewaye is now getting the meticulous care that she needs. But the doctors here say she is facing many more months of treatment.
She's making very good progress. It was discharging before, and now it's getting drier and drier. But now it's good, very good. Even her hair is growing. She feels it good anyway.
This is how we found her, abandoned in a Gaddafi family compound just after the liberation of Tripoli. Then she told me how she'd been scolded with boiling water poured over her head by Muammar Gaddafi's daughter-in-law, Aileen. After our initial broadcast, we were inundated with offers of help for Shewaye. It culminated in her being flown to Malta.
A lot of people have given a lot of money to help you. What would you like to say to them?
She says a profound thank you to everyone around the world who's helped her with the medical treatment and with the money they've sent. A huge thank you, she says. The small Ethiopian community on Malta is rallying around Shewaye. Despite all she's been through, Her smile lights up her face. All the people here were migrant workers in Gaddafi's regime, but left Libya before the war. Shewaye's story has touched them all.
When you heard her story, what was your reaction?
My reaction was I feel very, very bad. I read all the history about her, and in fact I was crying that night. It was night, and I was crying.
I asked Shewaye whether she wants to go back to Ethiopia yet. She says she doesn't feel ready to face the scrutiny of friends and the questions about what happened. Her scars aren't just physical.